Play action. Stroud now.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You look at this Bears defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 25-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Stroud.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
And Stroud now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Robbie Chosen.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
You got a mini base.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of coverage...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Come on. Hey. Let's go. Ready.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Stroud off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
21-0 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Fields changing the play. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Angel.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You got a, hey, can.
Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's a give to Herbert. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ready.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Yannick Ngakoue showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing now is Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The trick play works. He's got the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Texans 28, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Here we go, son.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Stroud sets up the play action. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Ready, ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go check, go check. Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Ready. 65 cat, 65 cat. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Let's go.
Here's
now.
2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And now they're in the hurry-up.
5 yards on the play.
Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Check smash, check smash.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. It's caught downfield by Mechie. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 37 yards. And the Texans add 6 to their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can sustain.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Viking 18. Go.
Stroud looking to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go. Stop.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready, ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Brings up 4th down.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Final play of the half. Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back.
Here we go, Scott.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
A big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Fields.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Go.
Fields now to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Ready, set.
2nd down and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Now they'll change things up. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of it?
And got his man complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken a 6-touchdown lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go, son. 11. Sit high.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A handoff for Herbert. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Go.
Herbert once more.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This is a 26-yard attempt.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to pile.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, it's Fields. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready,
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.